Know then, O Thane of distant empires in the future age, that in your time has returned a great doom that bodes destruction to your world and your god as well as mine own. In centuries past, this holy place was devoted to the great grey god of Asgard, leader of the Aesir. On this spot was his altar dedicated, and here did those who served him return when they were discovered among the legions of Christ. In this place was the ritual of his return to be undertaken, and here was he most foully betrayed by usurpers among us. As did Eardolf in ages past, they undertook to assume his mantle and establish their suzerainty. I was the keeper of the sacred triad who endeavored to secret Dahlia's chamber from their unclean hands, leaving them its empty shell. And it was I who was chosen as their witness and final sacrifice, whose rived soul was left among that encasement's shattered remains as theirs were sent to torment in Hades. Long have I watched and waited for the next witness, he who would complete my bitter quest. And now must I enlighten you, the unwitting enemy of my God, in order to forestall his usurpation. Shatter Dahlia's prison to convey the grey god to those who would mock him. Keep it not for thine own purpose as I so unwisely did. Go now through the egress that I have long ago prepared. Preserve your soul and that of your nation. Let him sleep his icy sleep, forever safe and forever unawaking.
I made my way out of the crypts through the rubble of the ruined monastery. Before I knew it, I found myself in the vestry of the old church. I was getting close. Very close.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Von Hess, fancy meeting you here.
Who?
What's the matter? You don't remember me? Well, I guess it has been a while since my days at the COI in Cleveland.
Ah, Mr. Pearson, if I'm not mistaken.
No sudden moves. It'd be a shame to have to use this.
Don't be a fool. You're hopelessly outnumbered. You won't get out of here
I
alive.
suppose I was dumb enough to come in here without any backup, do you?
You're bluffing.
Just go ahead and try me. Besides, your men aren't going to be doing any shooting as long as I've got you here.
It seems that you have me at a disadvantage then.
You're damn right I do. So now you're going to answer a few questions for me.
As you wish.
I want to know what really happened back in Cleveland in '41. How did you get to Dr. Eisenstadt?
But I didn't get to anyone. I was held for questioning. I was in your custody the entire time. When war broke out, I was sent back to my native land.
Then who killed Eisenstadt? Who took the Dahlia?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play me for an idiot. You were in the Raven Room for a reason. Who killed Eisenstadt?
I swear I did not kill this man.
Then who did?
I do not know.
You're lying. Spill it.
Do what you must to me. There are fates worse than that.
What's going on out there?
They are sanctifying the ritual items.
What items?
You know, it would be better for you if you let me go. You are in an impossible situation here.
Yeah, I appreciate the concern. Now, I'm not going to ask you again. What ritual items?
The skull and the chalice.
It won't do you any good without the Dahlia.
But how did you know?
I've spent 5 years trying to figure out what that gem's secret was.
Then you know whoever controls the Dahlia can control the world.
What is it with you Krauts and ruling the world anyway?
You realize you have no hope here. Your situation is hopeless. You are surrounded by a force of men who was once the elite officers of the SS. I can assure you, however, that if you surrender, you'll be treated most considerately.
I know what your idea of consideration is. A bullet in the back of the head. I don't think so. You've been playing me for a sap ever since Cleveland. I've had about enough of it. Tell me who's behind all this.
I don't...
Tell me!
You are so like a boy, playing at cops and robbers. You have no idea when you are in over your head.
Maybe I should just hand you straight over to the Nuremberg tribunal. We'll see how you like to talk when you're staring at the gas chamber. Winslow, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, I can't let you get all the glory, eh, sport?
But how did you...
Well, my informants must have received the same tip as you. We came to investigate the monastery. We saw you bumbling around back here. Looked like you might be in a spot of trouble, so I thought we should lend a hand. Who's your prisoner?
He's an acquaintance of ours from the old days. You remember the Nazi we arrested in Cleveland? His name's Von Hess.
Why, it is Von Hess. Mind if I have a word with him?
I guess not.
Where is it?
But there wasn't time. We couldn't get them all out. You must understand that the lock mechanisms were difficult. But don't worry, my men are on it. We'll have it back soon.
What's going on?
Not now, Jimbo. You left it behind.
The Americans were everywhere!
You bungling idiot! What the hell are you doing?
Never could abide incompetence. Yo, I think it best if you drop that gun, sport. Nasty thing could go off at any second.
I don't get it. What's your game, Winslow?
Oh, you always were rather naive, Jimbo. I thought we just got lucky when he led us to the Brotherhood's messenger, but really, Dr. Eisenstadt, the torso killer himself. Oh, it's almost too much to ask. And you led me right to his back door where he ordered. wouldn't suspect a thing.
You were the one that killed Eisenstadt.
Ah, yes. Guilty as charged. Not as smart as you thought you were, eh, sport?
Smart enough to get to the Black Dahlia before you.
You have it.
Yeah, that's right, I have it. But you tell me, if this thing is so important, why'd you ever let it go?
It was that fool, Hitler. What a pathetic little man. We thought of him as a god, but what did he do when we handed him the means to control the world? He buried it underground.
Where the damn thing belongs.
Oh, Jimbo. You disappoint me. I thought you, of all people, would appreciate its grandeur.
There's nothing grand about it. That gem's brought this world nothing but evil.
Sacrifices have been made. But, isn't that the truth behind all of man's glorious endeavors? The pyramids were built on the backs of 1,000 slaves. The Colosseum on the blood of its gladiators. Empires on the lives of their soldiers.
All testaments to madmen. Pencil dicks like you.
What is it? Where's the Dahlia?
I sold it to a $5 whore. How is your mother these days, Dick?
Clever, Jimbo.
Ow!
Where is it?
Shove it up your ass.
Oh, well. I didn't expect you to cooperate. But you shan't deter me for long. I will find the Dahlia.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, Jimbo, really? You're in no position to stop me from doing anything.
As long as I had the
How about you
Dahlia.
don't, do you? You were quite good there for a moment, sport. I really did believe that he had it. But if you really did have it, you never would have told me, now would you?
So now what?
Well, we could spend a few hours torturing you just for fun. But I'm afraid I really don't have time for that now. The only thing to do is to kill you. It's a shame, really. Always did like you, Jimbo.
I can see you're all busted up.
Goodbye, old sport. Tata Ian.